Learn how to play Pot Farm, the board game.
In Pot Farm, the board game, you grow your farm one weed plant at a time. Grow and harvest your favorite strains. Buy farming supplies to plant more and stronger weed. But watch out for the fuzz, man. Ranger Dick is looking for a bust. And your pot farmer neighbors are looking to take the heat off of them and put it onto you. When the seeds run out, the farmer with the sweetest cash crop wins.
Setting up the game.
Everyone's set up the same way to start. Everyone has a Panama Red planted, a Brainwarp planted, an old stump generously provided to provide protection from the Ranger, as you can see in the top left corner there, 3 land upgrades that you can purchase throughout the game, and a randomly drawn hand of 4 more crops. I also have nothing in my stash right now. It is empty. I need to harvest some stuff to fill it up first. We also have up here the center placard all set up. We have the Ranger deck ready to be flipped and bother us all, the Mystery Crate deck for some special actions and bothering your own neighbors, and the store deck that you'll be able to buy cool things for your farm with, some Rally Girls and some Jitterses and the such.
Early game.
I'm gonna start us off, and the first thing we're gonna do this turn, as with every turn, is to flip the Ranger deck. Ranger says, well protected. If your protection is higher than both your neighbors, draw 2 crops and place them directly into your stash. Otherwise, each neighbor may draw 1 crop and place it directly into their stash. So, I'm gonna have to count up my protection, something that you do often in Pot Farm the board game. Many items have protection in the top left corner. I have a big 8 in a shield on my old stump, and I have a -2 on my Panama Red and a -1 on my Brainwarp. That adds up to give us 5 positive protection. And now I have to check my neighbors, my players to the left and right of me. So neighbor 1, how's your protection?
I'm at a +5 as well.
Okay, sounds good. And neighbor 2?
Bam, 5.
Bam, 5. Awesome. So my protection is not higher. My protection is the same as both of my neighbors. So we must do the otherwise, which is each of my neighbors receives 1 crop from the seed bag. Ranger, not helping me out. Every plant that makes it past the Ranger phase gets to be harvested. Great. And now I have some money to spend because I have plants in my stash. So, since I have money to spend, it's time for the store phase. We take the top 3 items from the store and lay them out. And I've pulled out a Jitters, a Budgatti, and a large 420 crowd. The Budgatti is extremely expensive, costing 40 pot bucks, and the Jitters and large 420 crowd each cost 12. I have a mere 9 pot bucks in my stash, so I cannot afford anything in the store this first turn. I can, however, upgrade my land, and I will spend 1 Panama Red worth 5 pot bucks, discard it from my stash, and take away the land upgrade 1 lock plot. I have no actions to do since I have no cool items on my farm, but then I get to plant. I get to plant a Sweet Tooth, and a Brainwarp, and a Hemp, and that'll leave me at +1 protection. Excellent, don't want to get raided. And at the end of my turn, I will draw 2 crops to add to my hand, and that signifies the end of my turn.
Okay, let's see what I got. Pulling my Ranger card, and oh shoot, it's a raid. So, between you and your neighbors, choose a player with negative protection. That player must trash 1 crop from the farm. If he cannot, draw a mystery crate. So, you...
I had +1.
And everyone else has 5. So, discard this. I'm gonna grab a mystery crate. I'm gonna hold on to this one till later. And I'm going to harvest my crops. Let's see. Got a cool 15 pot bucks now. And let's see what I got. Jitters, Rally Girl, ooh, Guard Dog. I don't have much money, so I'm just gonna go with a land upgrade now. Play it safe. And I'm going to plant on my 3 spots now. Select my 2 seeds. And that ends my turn.
Mid-game.
And
It's my turn, and I'll start with the Ranger phase. Burn. Trash 10 crops from the seed bag. This creates unpredictability for the end of the game, because the game ends when the seed bag runs out. 10 burn from the seed bag. Now I will harvest my crops since I basically dodged a raid. Harvest my Azura, Brain Warp, Hemp, and another Brain Warp. So I have a lot of money, so hopefully I get something great from the store. I'll flip the store phase. Hydroponic Fortress, which is awesome because it's an epic item in the game. Jitters, large 420 crowd. Alright, well I really want the Hydroponic Fortress, so let's count up how much money I have in my stash. Got 16, 19, 23, 26, and 30 pop-ups. That's not enough, but I shall sell the 30 and sell my Hydroponic Band for 10, giving me 40 pop-ups to buy the Hydro Fortress. So the Hydro Fortress lets me plant a crop and find 2 of the same crop from the discard pile also into that same land plot. So I got the Azuras in there. I'll go to my plant phase, so I'll plant my Hemp, Sweet Tooth, and Panama Red, giving me a total protection of negative 16 protection, which is pretty bad, but hopefully I can dodge another raid. And I'll pass the turn by drawing 2 from the seed bag.
Alright, so now it's time for the Ranger phase. Hydro Buzz. Choose a neighbor with lower protection than you. That player must trash all weed and 1 hydroponic item. Otherwise, you must trash 1 crop from your farm. So because this says I have to choose a neighbor, that means somebody from my left or my right. I see that both my neighbors have hydroponic items on their farms, and so I'll see if they have lower protection than I do. I'm currently sitting at 0, and what is your protection?
I'm currently at negative 7 protection.
Negative 7,
I am at negative 16.
negative 16, so it looks like I'm higher protection than both of them right now. So I'm gonna choose to bust your Hydro.
Gonna choose me? I don't think so. I have a response to that. I will use my mystery crate from earlier. I have a protect me. I'm gonna add 10 protection to my score for this whole turn. So I am currently at positive 3 instead.
Alright, so it looks like I can't bust his Hydro. I'm gonna go for your Hydroponic Fortress.
No, my
then.
Azuras. No.
Okay, so now that the Ranger phase is done, I've escaped any possible raids. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest what's on my farm. And I'm gonna go see what's in the store and what's available to me. So I have a trashed Firebud, a Louis Pasteur, and I have a Jitters. Awesome. I'm going to unlock my last land upgrade, which is 15 pop bucks. So I'm gonna discard an Azura for 8 pop bucks and a Sweet Tooth for 7 pop bucks. And I'm gonna go ahead and let's get the Jitters for 12 pop bucks. So I'm gonna sacrifice an Azura for 8 pop bucks and a Panama Red for 5 pop bucks. This means I'm losing 1 pop buck in the process. And so Jitters gives me once per turn, move a crop directly from your farm into your stash. So I'm gonna move the Panama Red right into my stash. And the large 420 crowd says once per turn, look at the top of the cards on the seed sack and put 2 in your hand and give another 1 to 1 player. So I'm gonna draw 3 cards. I'm gonna keep 2 for myself, and I'll give 1 to you because I raided
thank
your
you.
fortress. And now I'm gonna go ahead and plant. And I'm gonna end my turn by drawing 2 seeds.
Late game.
All right, here we are. We're just about to end Pot Farm, the board game. So it's the end of my turn, and I'm gonna draw to end. And I go to the seed bag and I draw, and the seed bag is now empty, which means the game is over. So we have to add up our scores. And your score consists of all the pop bug values of everything in your stash, all the weed planted on your farm, and all the items on your farm. And nothing else is included. All mystery crates are not worth anything, and everything in your hand is not worth any points, so those can get discarded right now. I am safely at 62 points. How about you guys?
Well, I'm at 125.
I am at 123.
Well, what I have on my farm is 47, and my stash I have 37, so unfortunately I'm only at 84.
All right, looks like we have a winner. And that's it for this round of Pop Farm, the board game.
That's it! If you like what you see here, help us out on Kickstarter. Pot Farm, the board game. See who can get the highest score.